Hi, I'm here to introduce you to the house ruler from Creative Grid Rulers. I'm Susan Knapp, and we, from the quilt branch, have designed this ruler to work with 45-degree shapes with traditional size strips that you can work with the pre-cut 2.5-inch strips, the 5-inch squares, any of the traditional size half-inch additional with that. So to start with, as you can see, we have a house shape. That's how you remember it's the house ruler. But the first shape that I want to cut is the half square triangle. You would start with a straight edge on the fabric, and using the center of the ruler, you'd lay the ruler down with the center along the bottom of the strip and the end of it at 2 7/8 and make a 45-degree cut. And as you see, you have a flat edge on one side. Then take the ruler, turn it around 180 degrees, and then using the numbers along the straight edge there, you put it down again at the 2 7/8 and cut again. With this, now you see that you have cut half square triangles, and you can cut across the strip at the size that you need. If you want to cut the quarter square triangle, start with a 45-degree angle and always cut the first shape, cut the half square so that you have it for other uses. But for the 45-degree quarter square, there's a little black tip on the ruler that's 1/8 of an inch. And so I'm going to lay that down with the 1/8 of an inch tip right along the top of the strip, line up the 45-degree angle on this side, and cut the next 45-degree angle. Turn the ruler 180 degrees and cut the second quarter square triangle. This is useful when the pattern calls for an odd number of quarter square triangles, or your piece is not big enough to start from a square. The next shape that we'll talk about is the trapezoid. As you can see, the trapezoid is a longer half square triangle. Knowing the finished size of the trapezoid, you would go finish size plus 7/8, putting the center of the ruler at that measurement and cut. Turn the ruler around, set it again at the finished size plus 7/8 and make the straight cut. And so therefore you can cut across the strip. And if you leave the strip doubled, you'll get the mirror image. If you want to, as you can see, I call these the right pointing trapezoid. To get the left pointing trapezoid, just start with the bottom of the ruler and cut the 45-degree angle. And as you can see, I have the mirror image. Other shapes that can be cut with this is the house. It's important when using the house shape that you have the same amount of fabric cut from both sides of the square. So starting from a square, the numbers at a diagonal on the ruler are on center. So these are 1, 2, 3 inches on center. So I can center a 3.5-inch square using the little black tip again and cut the same amount off of both sides of the square. And now I have a house with both sides equally trimmed. I can get other 45-degree shapes by using the ruler that, again, you know, the longest edge, the finished size, and I can cut this 45-degree angle, then I can slide it up here and cut another one. I also can cut parallelograms, both left and right skewed. The right skewed, you would cut from the bottom of the ruler, and the left skewed, you would cut with the top of the ruler. And some other specialty shapes that you can work with are the diamond from a rectangle. The diamond is two houses that you would center the ruler on both ends of the rectangle and trim. With the quarter square triangle, using the right size, you can create an interesting shape that you can add the quarter square triangle and create a sashing with the diamond. Two other shapes are the barn, the snowball, where the trimming is further away from the center of the rectangle. The diamond from the square you would trim from opposite corners where the house was trimmed with from adjacent corners. So with the house ruler, 45-degree shapes can be cut from strips up to 4.5 inch wide or from squares that are 9.5 inches wide.
All of the Creative Grids rulers shown all come with detailed, step-by-step illustrated instructions.